Welcome to my garden. It's fall. It's time to get mulching. Yeah. And other winterizing. Fun stuff to do. So, welcome to the space. It's really, really, really cool back here. I've got my hammock. I've got my palms. And that's the first thing I'll talk about. If you have water plants, something that you will want to do is hello. If they are lilies, you can keep them because the ice will keep their roots intact. But if they are like these delicate water butter water lettuces and water hyacinth, they will die. So you have a couple options. You can take them indoors. The colors. You can take them inside and make a water feature. You can just get a cheap little $7 water pump, get a pot, an elegant pot, turn it right side up, one that doesn't drain, like one that has a solid bottom, like a clay pot, and you can, or ceramic, and you can make a water fountain and add your water plants to it. It's very nice. Now, other things. We have this fantastic flower and tomato garden, which is lots of things that you can do here. You can take the seeds from all the flowers and you can put them in paper envelopes. You can make sure to harvest any leftover peppers and tomatoes, berries, fruits. Probably not time for winter vegetables, or your summer vegetables. And when you get those, you're just making sure that as they are in the end of their lives, that they're not producing a lot of disease, a lot of mildew and things like that. If you do see mildew, you can simply take 1 part baking soda and about 8 parts water, mix that with just a dash of dish soap, and that should help as a spray in organic. I don't know why. Hook 'em horns or wait, that. Texas. Anyway, you can spray your plants with the baking soda mixture. So, moving on. Some things that you're going to want to get are like hay. You can get some leaves. You can get some wood mulch. You can get just any sort of compost. Really, that's hasn't quite decomposed yet. Like in the form of logs and things like that. And you can build up the areas in between where you have plants so that you can, 1, prevent weeds from growing, 2, create habitats for insects and other little creatures to winter over, and then beneficial for your garden. Now I'm not talking like building rat holes or anything like that here, but let me just show you a little around. Come with me. So, we have a massive heirloom tomato plant we've just overtook this, excuse me, this strawberry patch, which I ended up reducing down, planting 2 native rose bushes here, and that was super fun. This rogue aloe is going to have to go inside. He probably won't make it through a hard freeze. You don't want your aloe to freeze, but it'll do pretty well in the winter most of the time. So you can harvest tomato seeds. It's just really freaking difficult. Most of these will come back next year, so I'm not that worried about it. But the flower seeds are definitely something that is easy to harvest. You would just simply come to find a good specimen for you. Here we are. Come down here with me and you'll see the world of pure pollination. So these are seeds from a beautiful cosmos flower, and you can take them and just pull them off like this when they're brown like that, and you can put those in a paper envelope
called Cosmos. And these are amazing flowers for the bees for next season. And it's a good idea to hang on to these flower seeds because the birds will just eat them, which is fine. That's great. But you want, you want to save the bees, right? Isn't that what we're all doing this for? So over here is just some ornamental fuchsia. Isn't this gorgeous? And the dahlia, okay, so here's the mildew I was talking about, and I was like way too lazy to even deal with it. So, plus, I want to replant the dahlias in a more sunny spot anyway. This is a shady garden, and the mildew persists here, but I just don't care. So, yeah, that's that. And it was just really fun. This bed was really beautiful, and the plants I care about don't have mildew, so I don't care. That's that. But this dahlia is still doing really well, and the ones that come back next year, fine, good. The ones that don't, they don't make the cut. I mean, this is like America's Got Talent up in this garden bed. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. So cool thing. This is catnip. Beautiful catnip flowers. Everywhere you see a flower, there will be a seed. So these harden, and then you can just tap out the flowers. Catnip seeds are really, really small. These are bee pollen. You can definitely get seeds from these. I decided to just leave the entire plant this year because I want as much bee pollen as possible. They are beautiful, gorgeous plants, and I selfishly just want this whole garden to be covered in them next year. So here we have several native species to Portland. I'm not going to point them all out because they're boring. Some are ferns. There are a lot of ferns. This snowberry is native, and that's pretty cool. The native program it's really awesome learning experience. My favorite part was learning about how to best take care of the birds and the bees. And for instance, like there's ground bees that make homes in these logs and all along the dirt and things like that. And so back to all that mulch I was talking about. As you can see over here, there's these, yeah, that's mulch. There you go. So you see how I've done this like nice thin layer? This is okay because I'm selfishly like, I don't want weeds here. Stop. Because the rain just comes and comes and comes. But honestly, this is good. But you don't want it to be too thick because the ground bees won't be able to to find their way. They won't be able to make homes and things like that. So no piling on too much, and use the mulch sparingly. You know, if you're not getting a lot of weeds in the area, then don't put the mulch down. So it's not a big deal. I mean, mainly you would want to put mulch around the base of plants to like protect their root structure. Would be the ideal way to place compost. And with trees, you want to place it 3 feet out. Oh, check this out. There's all these mushrooms. This is a sign of really fertile soil. It's when you get these badass mushrooms like that. Oh, I'm still not good with the camera. Anyway. So this has been fun. More fuchsia. So pretty. Hello. Happy winterizing. It's only October, but it's something to think about. Just take care of your garden now, and it'll be way more fruitful next year. Peace.